What's up, everybody? My name is Parasite. Welcome back to the Tactic Tester with Atletico Madrid. Today, we have a chance to win the league against Alaves or Barcelona. We need one win from our next two games, one win from our last 4 or 5 games to win the league. So surely we're going to do it. Surely we're not going to throw this away. I'm hoping we can just finish it here versus Alaves, and that Barcelona match won't matter because I don't have high hopes for going away to Barcelona, but we can end it here against Alaves, and we've been in good form. We last played Real Madrid. After that, we played Sociedad, beat them 1-0. Started off a little bit slow. A lot of players didn't play well, but we got the win in the end. 11th minute goal. We defended well, so decent victory. But then we started to kick it into high gear. We beat Cadiz 4-0. Dembele with a hat trick. Hermoso with the goal in the 9th minute to start it off. We started scoring goals again. I don't know what changed, but we started getting back to our scoring ways. Then we scored 4 again against Sevilla, of all teams. So a very good result against Sevilla, 4-1. Mandy, Felipe, Dembele, and Lamar all with the goals. Dembele and Lamar have been the two best players in this save. I did not expect Dembele especially to be as good as he was. I didn't expect him to be better than Suarez, but he has been. He's our leading goal scorer. He has 29 goals. He's one of the top goal scorers in La Liga. He's the joint second top goal scorer in La Liga. No one's catching Hazard. 29 goals is absolutely ridiculous. Lamar has the best average rating, 19 assists. Dembele has the third most player of the matches. Oblak has the most clean sheets by a wide margin. So, even though the tactic didn't do well in Europe, or the Cup really, it's done amazingly in the league. So, I think it's a pretty good tactic. I think, like I said before, I think it's good against bad teams. And if you're playing like in the Premier League, I don't know if this tactic would work because there's a lot of very good teams in the Premier League, and I don't think you can beat up on them like you can beat up on lesser La Liga teams. Like the difference between the top and the bottom in the Premier League and the top and the bottom in La Liga is pretty pronounced. So, like I said, I don't think it'll work well in the Premier League, but if you're in Liga, La Liga, maybe Serie A, or maybe if you're a big team in a smaller league, you could absolutely dominate with this tactic, I think. I think you need something a little bit different for Europe. I don't know what I'd change. I mean, you'd have to almost change the tactic completely in Europe, I think, because this just doesn't seem to work. But hopefully it works today against Alaves. This is the squad I'm going with. Dembele has a little bit of an injury, but he's ready to come back, so I'm thinking I'm going to start him. He's been so good. I can't really bench him. 7.5 in his last 5. Lamar has to start. He's been amazing. Correa gets the starts because he's been not bad. Like, the other two haven't been very good. He's been just not bad, so he's going to start. The rest of the team is as really to be expected. Verschalco comes back in at right back. He's actually had a good couple of games. So he's going to get thrown out again. Mandy keeps his job over the Jimenez. He's been decent in the time I've given him. He's like averaged like a 6.8 every single match. 6.8 or 6.9 in almost every single match, so I'll take it. It's much better than Jimenez was doing, so. And Hermoso, again, in pretty good form at left back, so he's going to get the start. But let's see if we can do it today. Right now, I don't want to save it to the Barcelona match. I want to win the league right here, right now. And that's what I'm aiming to do. It's going to take a win, but let's do it. I'm going to say a win here will secure the title, so I expect nothing less. We should be beating Alaves. We're at home against a team that's 16th in the form table. We're like top 3. Will Ryan, the day is finally upon us. Can you get the point required to become La Liga champion today? I think if Real Madrid lose and we draw, I think we win the league. But I think we'd have to win to officially win the league. Given actually Real Madrid might have already played their match. We might have a game in hand on them. So I think it's going to take 3 points, but maybe I'm wrong. Will Ryan, the day is finally upon us. Can you get the point required to become La Liga champions today? I hope so. We've prepared well, and the lads look ready to go out and give a suitable performance. Yannick Carrasco misses out due to injury. How much of an absence will he be in this huge match? It's a big match, you're right, and I want the players who are fit and available to step up to the plate. 4 wins in our last 5. The other one was just a draw, so in good form. Going against an Alaves team who's one of the weaker in La Ligas. 3 losses in their last 4. A draw in there as well. This should be a win. I hope this is a win. I want to end it right now. We have a chance even to get the record for most points in a single La Liga season. The record is 100. We have a chance to break that. So I'd like to do that. If I can have the best La Liga season ever, I think that just adds a little bit, an extra point onto this tactic because that's hard to do with, especially not using Barcelona or Real Madrid. To do it with Atletico Madrid is very hard to do. So I'd be impressed if we could do that. We've had a good season. Only what, 3 losses and 1 draw, I think, or no, three draws and 1 loss. So it's been a very good season. We still have to play Barcelona though, and that's probably going to be a loss. But if we win it here, the loss won't matter. I'm not super worried about getting the most ever points. I'm more worried about just winning the league. That was my goal from the start, along with our European goal. That was my domestic goal at the start, was to win La Liga. And Koke from the edge of the area might have just helped us do that. A long shot from Koke. He hasn't had a whole lot of them this season, but when we need him to, he steps up. And that was a beautiful shot from Koke. Who had the ball across? Was it Saul? Puts the ball across, goes into Dembele, and he lays it off for Koke on the edge of the area, and he rifles it past the goalkeeper. We go 1-0 up. Yeah, I think this is going to go well. I think we're a good team. This tactic works against poor teams. Alaves aren't that good. This tactic should absolutely rip them a new one. Let's hope it does. Correa on the ball now. He's just going to run at the defense and get by everybody, and he's going to chip the keeper, and it's 2. That is 2-0 to Atletico Madrid. I think we're doing it. I think we're winning the league here and now in our own stadium. Real Madrid, I believe, have already played, so we need to match their win. I think they won, so we need to match their win to be able to win the Liga, and it looks like we're going to do just that. 2-0 up after 22 minutes. That's a great start. That is just a great start. I don't know what's changed in this team, but they've gotten back to scoring ways. Like, we're scoring open play goals again. Like, we went through a stretch where we could only score like 1, maybe 2 open play goals a single per game. Now we're scoring 4. Like, that almost came out of nowhere because nothing really changed. I didn't change anything in the tactic. I just changed out some players. I mean, maybe it's just the players in there. Maybe it was because I was trying to give Suarez the opportunity and he just wasn't good enough. Since I've just completely, fully given the job over to Dembele, we've been scoring pretty well. So I'm delighted with your performance so far. Keep it up. Everyone but Llorente is playing well. He's on a yellow as well, so he'll probably come off pretty soon. Obviously, I don't have Kondogbia. He might come back for the last 2 games of the season, but he's not going to be back for any game that matters, I don't think. So he hasn't been that amazing on the season, though, so he's not a huge loss. We've not really missed him. Llorente stepped in and done a fine job. And, I mean, it was questionable whether I was going to start Llorente or... Oh, that's a good save. Start Llorente or Kondogbia. I wanted to start Kondogbia because I liked his attributes better. Like, he's got all the attributes where I feel like we needed him, and he's got the size, and he's got everything I wanted for a halfback. But Llorente's come in and been fine, so obviously not a great rating today. Poor game for him today, and also that halfback just does not seem to get good ratings. On the season, I've rarely gotten very good ratings from a halfback. They only get good ratings if the rest of the team does amazingly well, which really has been the case today. They just haven't had the rating. As Lamar goes for an audacious chip, but I think the keeper got a hand to that to tip it over. And it's going to be a corner. Lamar to bring it in. Mandy to head it on, but goes wide. It's going to stay 2-0. We have 15 shots, 9 on target already. They have 3 shots, 0 on target. It's been an absolute domination from Atletico Madrid. I'd like to see us get that 3rd goal. I'm going to take Llorente off. I'm going to bring in Lucas Torreira. He's kind of my 3rd halfback. He's the best defensively out of all my backups. So I like him there as the halfback. As that's going to be the 3rd goal. And of course, it's Moussa Dembele. It can't be a game without Dembele scoring his 30th goal of the season. He's just amazing. He's so good. He is so good. He's going to be the leading striker in terms of goals in La Liga. Obviously, Hazard has more, but he's not a natural striker. He's more of a left winger. But 30 goals from Dembele when he hasn't even been the full-time starter all season. Like, Suarez had most of the season as the full-time starter because I trusted him to be the best player. I'm going to make a couple more subs. Let's give Jimenez the last 5-10 minutes. See if he can do anything. Let's do the same. Let's take off Lamar. He's on a yellow. Let's give João Felix an opportunity to show something. I've been wanting these players, Jimenez, João Felix, to show that they deserve a start, and they just haven't done it. Obviously, I haven't given them a whole lot of time today, but that is it. That is what we came to do. We have won La Liga. There's no trophy celebration, which I don't know why, because we're at home, so I feel like we should have the trophy. I mean, I guess because it wasn't for sure going to happen today, so they didn't have the trophy celebration, but we have sealed the title. Well done, lads. You have sealed the title with your performance today. That's it. We are La Liga champions. Congratulations, Ryan. How good does it feel to win the La Liga? I'm delighted for everyone involved. It's taken a lot of hard work, but moments like these make it all worthwhile. What was labeled as a huge match for Atletico de Madrid, your team certainly lived up to the pre-match billing. You must be delighted with the result. It's a brilliant feeling. Everyone works so hard, and they're getting their rewards right now. 3-0 win, and we have won La Liga. Currently on 93 points. We've got, 4 games left to play. So 12 points. So we can get up to 105 points if we win every game, which I don't think is going to happen because I don't think we're going to win this next match against Barcelona. But we've done it. We have won La Liga with Atletico Madrid, just like they did in real life. I think this is a good tactic. It's been a good season. I think it's a good tactic. Now we need to see if we can make it. We can use it to beat good teams because we haven't shown that all season. So I'll be back for the Barcelona match. See if we can beat a good team with this tactic. This is going to be our squad for the Barcelona match. As you can see, João Felix is in. Unfortunately, there's been an injury to Thomas Lemar, a training injury. He's out 3 to 7 days. So he's going to miss this match, which is a huge blow because he's our best, if not second best player. So we're really going to miss him, but hopefully João Felix can step in and do something. He should be good. Let's see if he can prove it today on a big test. I'm going to make a couple changes for the next match. I'm going to go to balanced. I'm going to go more direct. And I'm going to... Anything else I want to do? I just think those two things. Go direct and play more balanced. Oh, it's going to change the wingbacks on the support as well. These are the same changes I made in the Real Madrid match, and they seem to do well. So let's see if they work again today. If this works, this might be the change you need against big teams. So if this works today, I think I've cracked the case. You should have done it against Juventus, obviously, but if this works against Barcelona, just hint if you're going to use this tactic. This would be what the change you make against big teams. But let's see if it works in the first place. I'm going to say we're the favorites here, so go on and give the fans a performance to cheer for. Tell them I have faith. This game obviously doesn't mean anything because we've already won the league. It says here, your team has already been crowned champions, but there are still matches like today's to be played. How do you motivate the squad? We want to win every single match we can. That's what got us to this point. Thomas Lemar has been tipped to be in with a shout of being named Spanish League Player of the Year. How do you rate his chances? I think he deserves to win it. He's been absolutely brilliant, and that sort of recognition doesn't come along very often, so I hope he gets it. He's had the highest average rating in the Liga. Barcelona are actually in terrible form. 3 draws and a loss in the last 4 games. We have won all 5. So, based on form, we should be winning this match. But it's away at Barcelona. It's never easy to win away at teams like Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, Bayern Munich. It's always near impossibility to win in those instances. But if we're ever going to do it, today's the day. They've been in bad form. We've been in great form. They've got not even the Busquets, the backup Busquets in there. So they're a little bit weakened. Junior at left back as well. So they've got a little bit of a weakened squad for this game. They must have some injuries in there. So I want to see us take advantage of that and beat Barcelona today. I don't know if it's going to happen, but if it's ever going to happen, it's going to be today. As Oriol Busquets hits it off to Dembele. Into Griezmann. Gets intercepted by Hermoso. He's been pretty dang good since I put him back in there. João Felix, however, still not good. Just running as slowly as he physically can on the ball, just so he can get tackled from behind. Barcelona are going to start building from the back into Dest. Over to Dembele. He's got a lot of pace, so he bursts past his defender. I think, is that for Salco? It is. And the ball across to Griezmann, and it's 1-0 Barcelona. That wasn't unexpected, I'll say, but kind of a weird highlight. Just a highlight out of nothing, basically. Dembele just runs down this left-hand side and puts in a simple cross. And Griezmann just, I don't know, who is that? Good Lord. Hermoso, I just bigged him up. And he just lets Griezmann run across his face and win the header without even trying to contest it. He should have been docked for that because that was Hermoso's fault. I mean, also Rishalko for letting the cross come in. But our two fullbacks not covered in glory right there. That is some terrible defending. I'm going to berate the team already because they've been terrible to start this game. I said it's near impossibility to beat teams like Barcelona in their house, but I expected better than this. We haven't even shown up today. This tactic just does not work against big teams. I don't know what it is. Like, it feels like it should be good because it's defensive, it's counterattacky, but it just doesn't work. There's something about it that it does not create chances. It does not defend. It doesn't do anything. You know, it looks like it should do both. Like 3 defensive midfielders in front of a back 4, wing backs on support. You think it should be pretty strong defensively, but it's just not. Mandy with the ball now. Into Correa. Correa dropping pretty deep there from a Trequartista. That's going to be offside. Yeah, he's pretty much like 5 feet offside, it looked like. Definitely going to be an offside decision. Not even, I never questioned it. Offside, disallowed. He was very far off. You'll see here, he's just miles offside. Terrible ball by Koke. Way too late. They're going to have a free kick with Pjanic. Looking for PK, but it heads it over. Hits the crossbar and goes over. And that's halftime. It is 1-0 Barcelona at the half. They have 8 shots, but only 1 on target. That 1 shot on target has gone in. I'm going to thrash my arm, say I'm far from pleased. We've been terrible. Everyone on a bad rating. Literally, Koke's on a 6.9 as well. But Saul and Koke are the only players above a 6.8. Dembele's played awful. João Felix is just the worst player. Never buy João Felix. Even if you have a chance to get him on a free, don't get João Felix. He is terrible. Maybe it's just him in this tactic, but this is obviously the first time I've ever used him, but he's been so bad. As Saul gets a goal, João Felix with the ball in, of all people, it gets tackled by the defender, but it falls to Saul. He finds the back of the net. That is 1-1. We are back in this game. Hermoso with the throw-in to João Felix. He looks to put it in the box towards Correa, but a nice tackle comes in, but it falls right to Saul. He finds the bottom right corner. Not directly in the bottom right corner, but bottom right enough. So we get one back. It is 1-1. Now we need a winner. Correa's not done much. I'm going to take him off. Carrasco's, I'll bring on Suarez. Carrasco's a little bit injured, so I don't want to bring him on if I don't have to. And I need to see Luis Suarez do something. He's been quiet for so long. I don't know. He hasn't scored a goal in like a month. Hermoso's on the ball now. Back to Saul, the danger man. He puts the ball in for João Felix again, but it gets blocked. Coutinho's going to get the ball away to Dest, and they get it through to Griezmann, and they're going to start on a counterattack here, but we're able to get plenty of men back and stop the counterattack, and they're going to have to build up from the back. Coutinho dropping pretty deep. Dest is going to put a ball across the pitch to Dembele, who takes a good first touch, and a nice shot, a nice save from the goalkeeper. Oblak doing a good job to keep that out. And it's going to be a corner kick for Barcelona. They're going to play it towards the edge of the area, and Dembele is going to take a volley. That is an optimistic chance. I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, if that's what the kind of shots they'll be taking the rest of this game, I'll be fine with that. That is just fine by me. As we're going to have to build up from the back now. Llorente playing a little bit deeper, like right where I've kind of expected him to be. João Felix with the ball through. What a ball that is from João Felix. That is the best thing he's done all series. What a pass that is from João Felix into Dembele. And Dembele finds the back of the net. I don't know where João Felix got that from. He hasn't shown that all season. That is the best thing he's done all season. It is a beautiful pass. Maybe do buy João Felix. If he can do stuff like that, that is the João Felix I expected. That has not been the João Felix I've had for 99% of the save. But that is the João Felix that I expected to see. And that's good to see. I'll bring on Trippier. make a few changes, take off some of the tired players as they're going to equalize. Sergio Busquets from a free kick. Ugh, that is annoying. Is that their second shot on target, or have they had a couple more? That's their third shot on target. Who is this? Who are you? Not Hermoso. Dude behind him. You, Felipe. What are you doing? He runs away from him. Why are you running away from him? Good Lord. Defensive AI is so stupid in this game sometimes. He literally avoids the guy that the ball is crossed to. Bring on Lodi. I'm not going to take off Koke or Saul. They've been too good this game. Bring in Torreira. I think those are the only subs I can really make. Going to go attacking. Going to encourage the team. I don't think it's going to come from anything's going to come from it. It's going to be a 2-2 draw. Isn't the worst result, but from the position we had, a 2-1 lead, to just give them an easy free kick goal is very disappointing, especially from Felipe. I want to drop him for that. That is incompetence from Felipe. He acted like he didn't care. He's kind of sauntered away from him, let him win the header, uncontested. Yeah, that's the kind of effort that gives you dropped. That, simply put, was not good enough. We should have won that match. We were in a position to win it, and you threw it away. We're still on 94 points. Still need 2 wins to tie the record for most wins in a season. We got 3 games left. 3 games left. We need to get 2 wins and a draw at a minimum, but it's against pretty relatively easy sides. 12th Getafe, 16th Huesca, and 14th Elche, who beat us in the cup. So I kind of want to get a little bit of revenge on Elche. So I'm not going to sign off just yet. I'll see you again if we have a chance to get to 100 points. If not, this will be the end of the episode. So wait for a moment, see if we can get another couple wins, see if we can set the record, and if we do, I'll be back. But not for the game, but just for the result. So I might see you in a little bit, or maybe this could be the end of the video. Who knows? Well, we are back, and we have done it. As you can see by the table, we are on 103 points. We've won every single game since Barcelona, and we finished with not only the most points, but the most wins in a single La Liga season. The best La Liga season ever. See our last 3 matches. We beat Getafe 1-0, not super comfortable. Second minute goal. We started off really well, but Dembele missed a penalty. The team played well, they just couldn't find the back of the net. We then beat Huesca 5-0. So we absolutely smashed them. They had a sending off in the 20th minute, though, so we were up a man for most of the game. We only scored 1 goal at that point, so it was right before the sending off. So Dembele also missed another penalty, so that's not good from him, but he still scored. Then Elche beat them 1-0, another not super comfortable, but Dembele again on the score sheet, 6 minutes in. And that helps secure the 103 points, the best season in La Liga history. Now I have to decide how good this tactic is. I ranked, in the Bayer Leverkusen save, I ranked the tactic out of 10. I think I gave it a 9. This one, I don't feel like we super overperformed. Obviously, we overperformed in the league. We were just consistent against the weaker teams. I feel like that's one thing this tactic does well, is it's consistently good. You're consistently going to be able to get goals. You're consistently going to be able to defend pretty well. You'll have the odd game where one of the two doesn't happen, but even then you can score enough to get the win, or hold them defensively enough to get the win. So I feel like this is a pretty solid tactic. I would have a different tactic against the bigger teams. I don't think this tactic really works for some reason, but I haven't had the most success against bigger teams. Maybe this isn't a tactic to overperform, supremely overperform. I feel like the Leverkusen tactic did. I feel like we overperformed on that tactic. This one, obviously we overperformed in the league, but I don't know, I gave it a 7.5 or an 8 out of 10. It's very good. To get the best La Liga season ever is impressive. When you're playing against, good Real Madrid and really good Barcelona. Those are 2 of the best teams in the world. And to beat them to the title with the best La Liga season ever, even though they did we beat Real Madrid once, lost to them once, we dropped both times with Barcelona. We drew both times with Barcelona. We beat Real Madrid once and lost to them once. So only 5 points against the big 2. So I don't know. It's still a good tactic though. If you're a good team, I think this is an amazing tactic to use. It takes advantage of good players. I mean, even made Moussa Dembele into like a world class player. Like, look at his attributes, and he's not world class at all. Like, he only has one thing that's green, and that's his off the ball. He's a solid player, but he should probably be getting 24 goals and 26 appearances. He didn't get many assists, but he's a goal scoring machine in the league. And he did that as mainly as the backup for most of the season. Like, we look at his games started. I guess he started 24 of the 26. So he started most of those games. But yeah, he wasn't the full time starter for the whole season. Obviously, Suarez had an injury at the beginning of the season, so that kind of limited him. How many goals did Suarez end up on? 12 and 21. So yeah, you can see there's definitely a difference between the two strikers. 12 and 16 starts, though, is not bad. Suarez did okay, but Moussa Dembele was just better. Lamar was amazing. Koke was amazing. Saul was solid. None of the defense really impressed me, really. Felipe had a good season, but he had some off points, too. That kind of maybe sour on him a little bit. Jimenez was just terrible. Never buy Jose Jimenez. I would probably not buy João Felix either. He started the last couple of matches because of injuries to our other trequartistas. Then he's actually played decently well in the last couple of games. Like, he had one pretty good game. The other ones he was just like average. But so he had a 7.2 where he got a goal. But he even got assists in 2 straight games and still never got above a 6.9. That is hard to do. That shows how terrible he is in every other form of the game. His passing must 15 to 24 is not good. 21 to 26 isn't bad, but yeah, his passing just must be terrible or something. He must be making some stupid decisions because to be able to only get a 6.9 when you get an assist is hard. But that's going to be the end of the episode. That's going to be the end of the series. It's a great tactic, I think. If you want to look at it one last time, want to copy it, here it is. This is the main one. I mostly started with this. The only one I never started with any of the other tactics I had. So if you want to pause it here to see these, here's the in possession tactics, in transition, and out of possession. Not super different from most of my tactics, really. And of course, the low crosses depends on what kind of striker you have. Obviously, Dembele and Suarez aren't like monsters in the box, so you'd prefer low crosses just so they can use their off the ball and get into good positions and free themselves at the back post. So it depends on who you got. So this is the tactic. The other two tactics, in case you need to go more attacking, it's just moving your trequartistas up to the striker position, putting your segunda volantes on attack, putting your wingbacks on complete wingback. I don't think anything changed in here. I went a little bit more direct. That is the only change I made. I went from slightly more to more direct. I went be more creative. Stop playing out of the defense. Stop working the ball in the box. So there are a few changes. Started with long kicks. Pushed up the defensive line. So it basically just went more attacking. And then went even more attacking with this one. Segunda Volantes up to Mazzalas. The halfback up to a box-to-box. Complete wingbacks both moved up. Went extremely direct. Shoot on sight. Narrow. Shoot over the defense quickly. And I think this is all the same from the last one. So those are the only changes I make. I rarely had to play those, and they rarely really got goals for me, so I don't know how super useful they are, but this is definitely a good tactic to start with. So that's going to be the end of the episode, though. If you've made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials are also in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you for the next Tactic Tester.